After threatening to blow up Iran, President Trump announces a 2-week ceasefire deal at the last hour before his deadline. It's time for the Streamline, everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. President Trump says he will suspend bombing if Iran reopens the Strait of Hormuz. Iran agreed to allow safe passage for 2 weeks. Both sides are claiming victory, however. The president said on social media the U.S. will help with the traffic buildup at the strait, but didn't explain how. Now diplomats have a short window to find a peaceful long-term solution.
We have a 2-week reprieve, so to focus on the positive, that gives us an opportunity, the diplomats an opportunity, to try to take this a new direction, a direction that ends this conflict without a major escalation.
Pakistan is offering to host negotiations between the two countries, which could take place as soon as Friday. And oil prices came barreling down after Trump's announcement of the ceasefire. The price for Brent crude oil, the global benchmark, fell from around $109 to about $95 a barrel. Stock futures skyrocketed as well, jumping more than 1,000 points. As for gas, well, that's going to take some time before we see any change for that. The national average actually went up 2 cents overnight. It is now $4.16 a gallon for regular. And here in San Diego, a slight uptick, going up another cent to $5.97 a gallon.
And for many Iranian Americans here in San Diego, the crisis overseas is personal to them. Local Iranians gathered downtown to protest against America's handling of the war. They want the Iranian government gone, but they say they don't want innocent civilians caught in the crossfire.
Oh, the worry is unspeakable. I cannot really find a word that can describe it. We Iranian people didn't want this regime, but we didn't want war either.
And many people cannot reach their families because of an internet blackout in Iran. As a 2-week ceasefire is now in place, protesters hope the U.S. will keep troops off the ground. They want the Iranian people to decide their own future. And a confrontation between ICE agents and a murder suspect in Northern California ends in gunfire. According to the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Office, ICE agents shot a man wanted in El Salvador for murder. They say the man tried to run over an agent with his car, and in this dashcam video you can see the vehicle backing up and hitting another car before trying to cross over a highway divider. Investigators say agents shot him to protect themselves, and the man was taken to the hospital. No agents were hurt.
And a terrifying motorcycle crash caught on home security cameras in Texas. Now, this happened near a small group of kids in San Antonio. And you saw that motorcycle there skidded across the road before hitting that curve, burst into flames. The driver, on fire, ran across the street, rolled in the grass. Very scary video, but thankfully none of the kids were hurt. The local sheriff's office there says that the driver was treated for second-degree burns. He is expected to make a full recovery. New images released from the Artemis 2 mission show the far side of the moon. This is pretty cool. This photo here, this is called EarthSat. You can see the Earth poking out from behind the moon. There's also another photo of our galaxy, the Milky Way. As for the mission's goal, NASA admits the road to a lunar landing still features some hurdles.
I think we have a couple of problems that we still need to work out, but Orion has shown itself to be a very capable capsule for beyond Earth orbit space travel.
The Artemis 2 astronauts also sent a selfie and hopped on a call with the crew inside the International Space Station, checking in from about 260 miles above Earth, right? Because if you don't take a selfie, it didn't happen. It was a cosmic reunion of sorts between Crew 12 Commander and UC San Diego alum Jessica Meir and Artemis 2 mission specialist Christina Cook. They made history with an all-female spacewalk back in 2019.
Those are some very wallpaper-worthy photos. And we are just 2 days away from Artemis 2 splashing down right off the coast of San Diego. And the San Diego-based USS John P. Murtha will have the task of retrieving the astronauts after they hit the water. And this picture shows a test of the operation conducted back in January. And on Monday, the ship departed to the spot 50 to 60 miles offshore, where the Orion capsule is expected to touch down at just after 5 Friday night. Meanwhile, a local man is already trying to solidify the moment in history. Here's Karina Vargas.
As history is being written in space with NASA's Artemis missions, one man is making sure those moments are never forgotten through the monuments that he built, one which will hopefully stand here at the Air and Space Museum in the near future. While the world is watching history unfold with Artemis 2's journey around the moon, Stephen Barber, who creates monuments, is already thinking about how to preserve it.
People just have no idea the impossibility of this. To put 4 people in a Volkswagen and to send them around the dark side of the moon.
Barber has spent 9 years turning space history into something you can see and touch through monuments like this one, a tribute to the Apollo 11 crew and local legend Sally Ride. Now he's focused on raising funding to create a 7-foot-tall statue of Sally Ride and bring it to the San Diego Air and Space Museum to honor her as the first American woman in space and a trailblazer in science.
Sally, it's where she should have been in the first place. I mean, she was from the Valley here in Southern California, but her real home was La Jolla. It's important for a little girl to see a girl. I mean, it's just important because monuments are really powerful.
But as Barber builds the past, he's also already looking ahead with Artemis 2.
There was 100% plans for an Artemis monument.
He believes this moment deserves to be set in stone.
This will be a very important monument because this has the first woman, it has the first Canadian, it has the first African American. But I mean, it's a very eclectic crew. We've never had anything like this ever.
Barber says what inspires his work is the great space pioneers that have paved the way, and he hopes that his work will inspire generations to come. Karina Vargas, ABC 10 News.
The iconic Top Gun house in Oceanside is making a change, and it's one that's going to take your taste buds to new heights. On's Gelato, known for their ironically named gelato shops scattered throughout the county, will be opening up an airport-themed location right up those famous steps.
Obviously, you can see there's a lot of people coming up. They want to take photos.
Nestled in between glamorous hotels and resorts on Oceanside shoreline is this Victorian-style beach cottage. Whether you want a photo with the sky blue home or the red-hot Kawasaki on the front lawn, the historic spot gets its name from the brief appearance in the movie Top Gun and still has fans coming to take pictures 40 years after its release.
Yeah, it's iconic.
Chris Warren is the CEO of On's Gelato and the man behind the latest change. As with the rest of the locations, he doesn't want to disrupt the culture of the community each gelato shop is in.
We opened up our first location in 2018 in North Park, and we took over an old dry cleaner called On's Alterations and Dry Cleaning. And at the time, that area was kind of gentrifying. And so we thought a nice way to kind of pay homage to the previous business and show the neighborhood that we're here and we're respectful of the history and everything that's come before us, we kept the same name.
Now you can find their gelato shops under On's Dry Cleaning, On's Hat Makers, and On's Electronic Repair, with On's Gate D5 on the way.
Experience will really be similar to going to an airport and going through an airport gate.
Warren says it'll be complete with flavors reflecting cities all over the world while still keeping the home's oceanside roots.
We're going to do our best to reference and pay homage to Top Gun within the house.
The new location is expected to open in late spring or early summer. In Oceanside, I'm Ava Kirshner, ABC 10 News.
Ava covers Oceanside and Carlsbad. If you have any tips or story ideas for her, you can email her at ava.kirshner@10news.com, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. And that's your ABC 10 News Streamline, everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.